What's up, gang? How you guys doing? I just gave you guys a little brief introduction of what I'm going to be talking about today, and guess I'm a little thrown off because I had a different topic that I was going to touch on today when it came to my daily podcast, and I don't know. I guess I was just overwhelmed with the day, you know, and I just wanted to tell everybody to you gotta respect the day. You gotta respect the day. You gotta respect your moment in life, your time in life, and start enjoying what you have right now. Right? Start enjoying what you have right now. And I'm gonna get into my podcast, guys, but I just want to say that 9/11 has impacted me and millions of other people in a dramatic way. I was personally involved in the response, as I said before, and so dealing with that still 20 years later, it still bothers me a little bit, you know, and I'm very resilient, but it still bothers me. So I'm gonna get into my daily podcast and we're gonna talk about this, okay? What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life, coming at you today with the second part of my daily podcast. The first part of my daily podcast, I'm driving to work, and I kind of had a clear mind on my way to work, and I was talking about value and just giving you guys some information. Just this is where I'm at, this is what I'm dealing with, and just going from there, guys. And so as I talk about that, I just, you know, have a lot going on in my life right now, you know. And have you ever been at that point where you just have a lot going on in your life right now? And I'm not overwhelmed, you know. By far am I overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is not the problem, right? It is the emotions that I'm dealing with that come with all of the stuff that I have to do. And the emotions I'm talking about are not my own, right? These aren't my emotions that I'm talking about. So it's not something I can just grab a hold to and handle, right? These are emotions from my children. These are emotions from my wife. These are emotions from my mother-in-law, the rest of my family. These are emotions that are outside of my control, but at the same time, when those people feel those emotions, it affects me in a dramatic way. And I don't know if you guys are parents, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not a parent, guys, just think of the word empathy. Not sympathy, but empathy, right? Where you understand the emotion that's involved in how somebody is feeling because of a certain situation or something that they're currently dealing with. And so that's where I'm at right now, right? I'm in a state of empathy for a lot of people, right? Because I don't have like one child or two child. I have 5 children, you know, and I have a lovely wife, and I have an incredible mother-in-law who I love dearly. And so when all of them are in different crises that they're dealing with, it affects me. It affects my rhythm. It affects my mind, my thoughts, my productivity. It affects all of it. And so I try to learn how to manage it and put it in compartments so that I can manage efficiently in my life all the things that I have to do, from working every day to being a provider for my household to running a business, to being an author, writing books, to doing my daily podcast, to doing constant speeches, you know, to coaching people. It is tons of things that are involved in my life, and I love it. I love all of the active things that I'm doing, because everything that I'm doing in my life has one solid premise, and that solid premise is what I talked about earlier, which is giving value. So as I get into this podcast that has has my heart so heavy today. I think about the crisis, and I think about the people who aren't here today, who they don't have the opportunity to talk about those emotions. They don't have the opportunity to speak on things that I'm speaking on because they're gone. And they were taken away and their time had to come, you know. And because their time came, they don't get the opportunity to wake up and go to work every day. They don't get the opportunity to be worried about your family's problems. They don't get the opportunity to be worried about their business, you know, or writing books or things that they want to do. They don't get the opportunity, okay, to live a life fulfilled or make the mistakes, okay, throughout life in order to try to grow. And they don't get to the opportunity to help other people to grow from their mistakes and things that they did. They don't get that, right? And so as I talk about this and how it affects me is I think about that a lot. I think about how people who gave their life for other people, okay, throughout their career, and their life was snuffed and taken away through an act of cowardness. I think about that, and so when I think about that, I guess I get a little choked up, and it's hard to speak about it because I was involved firsthand, you know. And so as I talk about it, I get a lot of images and flashbacks of showing up and driving over the bridge to New York City and watching the other towers fall with my little response team, and so that image will stick with me forever. And because it'll stick with me forever, I will constantly try to make every single day count, make every single day matter, because many people stepped in there today, in that day, you know, 20 years ago, and they stepped into work and they were complaining about something. You know, it didn't matter. This day, they wanted this day to hurry up and be over. They wanted to hurry up and get to their 30s. They wanted to hurry up and get that promotion. They wanted to hurry up and get to Friday, right? They wanted to hurry up and do a lot of things in their life. Hurry up, right? And speed through that process, that growth process, that learning process, that nurturing process. All the things that matter when it comes to time. These people wanted to cut through that and get to the next day, right? Because they weren't living in the moment. They weren't there, right? The people who we lost, they were not there. They were not living in the moment, most of them. That I am 100% sure, because most people don't live in the moment. Most people either live in the past or they're thinking about the future, right? How is this going to be for me in the future? How is this going to be for me when I get off of work today? How is this going to be for me tomorrow? There's many people that went in and that's all they were thinking about, and they did not get the opportunity to see that next day. They did not get the opportunity to see that Friday. They didn't get the opportunity to do that, guys. And that is what happened. And this is what goes on in our lives each and every day. We have to pay attention to the moments, right? The moment of now is what's going to get you through everything that you need to deal with today, right? The moment now. If you begin to live in the present, you can begin to solve a whole lot of your problems that, you know, most people would think, okay, most people would think that they have to think about the future, right, in order to move ahead. Other people would think they need to dwell on the past so that they don't make the same mistakes, right? My suggestion to you is